What's up everybody, it's Ryan with IGN PlayStation. We're going to be doing the Eye of Judgment video review, which is a PS3 exclusive. It's coming out in conjunction with the PlayStation Eye. It's going to utilize that with a card game in order to play not only with other people around, but also online with card battles. So let's take a look. We're going to look at some setup. We're going to look at how the cards are laid out, and then we're actually going to take some footage and look at a little bit of how a game is played. So the mode we have going on here right now is called Card Profile, and basically what that does is just if you want to check out what kind of cards you have and also how they project on the screen, you can do that. You also get actually a surprising amount of backstory, which we will see in a second. But first, let's take the Elven Berserker Maiden that we were looking at before, and let's put her down and see what happens. As soon as you place the card, the camera's going to take a look at it, going to add some fancy graphics, and then in a moment, you'll see the Elven Maiden appear on the screen. So despite the fuzziness, everything looks really sharp on the screen that's actually being displayed on the HUD. So if you take your card actually, and I might lose her real quick, you'll notice that she actually moves around with the card, even so much as a little bit of tilting there, which is actually pretty rad. And if you put her underneath this little spotlight thingy, and apparently I just hit her in the face, you'll see this thing come up and it gives you a little snapshot of the art, gives you their affiliation ability. What I was surprised at was that if you actually hit L1 on the controller, you actually get this pretty nice world map that actually gives you like her location in this fantastical world that we know nothing about. Awesome. Alright, so we're all set up and we've got a game going. You'll notice that it's giving us some awesome graphical fantasticness to enjoy. You notice that each of the fields has an elemental alignment, which we are going to use to our advantage, hopefully. And we start by drawing 5 cards. And you could technically ditch these 5 and draw again, but we're not going to do that. We're just going to get right into the game. So once we're ready, the computer takes care of everything, tells it whose turn it is, how much mana they have, even how many cards are in their deck and their hand. It's a pretty good deal. So the computer right now is summoning a creature onto a water space, which means that that creature gets a bonus, as I discussed before. The great thing about Eye of Judgment is that it's a pretty complex card game, but fortunately it keeps track of everything for you. So that's including the fact that each of these creatures has individual hit points, mana costs, all that stuff. The computer takes care of that, so it takes a lot of the pain out of the game, puts a little more emphasis on the strategy and just enjoying it. So what we are going to do is put down a soldier right next to his little army of ice dudes, I think. Yeah. So we throw this card down onto its elemental alignment, which is right here. We watch the magic happen. The mana is automatically deducted from my pool. The creature is summoned in more graphical glory. And they'll automatically attack on their first turn, and they don't need to pay an additional activation cost. So now it goes into a nifty battle sequence. And then you'll notice here that Sony actually put a fair amount of time into just animating these things and putting a lot of detail into the creatures. It definitely was not thrown together. It's really well done. Everything looks really sharp, so it's a good time. Our turn is over, so the computer gets another 2 mana. Let's see what we got. Summon. Computer's summoning another creature right behind mine. They want to F me up. Attack. Now they are automatically attacking. A lot of people have been thinking that Eye of Judgment might be a little too simplistic, or it's not as free-form as something like Magic or something like that, but it's actually fairly complex. There's a lot of strategy involved, not only managing all your creatures, but making sure about their orientation on the board, etc. So as our last move for now, because we're not going to play through a full game, because they can take a while, not too long though, we're going to throw down this massive dragon dude. And obviously this is a terrible move to make, because he just took all my mana, and he's probably going to get his ass kicked by this tank. That's alright. As you can see, he's a pretty awesome animated dude.
Attack.
We're going to have one final battle before we end. He's sending him right to purgatory. Defeated. That's how it's done. So that's basically Eye of Judgment in a very quick nutshell. You will be made fun of for playing this game, as I have already. It's pretty much a guarantee, but it's also a pretty cool game. If you're into card games, if you like that sort of thing, it works really well. The online mode does have a bunch of features to protect people from cheating. For more information, you can check out my written review. Otherwise, Eye of Judgment comes out very soon. Check it out. It's going to be pretty cool. Well, not the best game ever, just because it lacks a story mode. It is definitely a lot of fun. Check it out.